You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
Hi everyone, this is Michelle Fern, host of Best Bets for Pets on Pet Life Radio. So how do you keep your home romantic and smelling nice, but you have animals? What do you do? Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
We'll be right back, right after these messages. Stay tuned.
Buster, you're telling me my dog food products can't go on your shelves?
That's right. Didn't pass one of my Petco certified nutrition checklists. Sorry, Wayne.
Who made these checklists?
Geniuses. Very smart guys.
Well, it's good enough for most grocery stores.
Do you see cheese puffs on my shelves? Mayonnaise? Soda pop?
No.
That's because I ain't running no grocery store, Wayne. Your pets will get better nutrition, I guarantee it. Petco, where the healthy pets go.
Enter the code LUCKY10, LUCKY, the number 10, and get 10% off any order. No minimum at petco.com.
Whether they're big, small, hairy, or whatever, you're going to need gear for your feet. And Kids Foot Locker's got all the great shoes and gear that'll get you in the game.
Go to kidsfootlocker.com and enter the code AFBP10KF to get 10% off any order of $50 or more. Or enter the code AFAM15KF to get 15% off any order of $75 or more at kidsfootlocker.com.
And cover those funky feet.
FTD's network of over 40,000 florists around the world have been creating beautiful handcrafted arrangements for 100 years. Each arrangement is delivered the same day and backed by FTD's 7-day satisfaction guarantee. For a century, people have trusted their most important occasions to the flower experts at FTD.
Since Pet Life Radio is all about puppy dogs and flowers, our listeners, that's you, can get a 20% discount on your order. Just go to fluorop.com and use the code LUCKIES20 at checkout. FLEUROP.com. Code word LUCKYS and the number 20.
Welcome to Sassy Seniors, a show about our fabulous older dogs and cats. I'm your host, Kelly Jackson. I wanted to create a show to really showcase our senior pets. And, as the human population ages and lives longer, of course, so are our wonderful pets. But many of us with aging pets, it's so interesting. We have a tough time realizing or really admitting that they are seniors. So, in a way, I kind of like to think of our senior pets as wise puppies. What do you think about that? Be sure to join us for another edition of Sassy Seniors. And remember, celebrate your senior pets.
Every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com. Let's talk pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Hi everyone, welcome back. Today my guest is Emerson Marsh, and he's with Enjoy Lighting. Welcome, Emerson.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. So you have a product, a whole line of products that are flameless candles.
That's correct.
How did this idea come about for the company?
Well, this company, the concept spawned out of the idea of these challenges that we're faced with traditional candles.
Well, I know with traditional candles, you have the wax issue. Then you have the chance, of course, the biggest thing, which is danger of fire.
Right, that's correct. There's about 55,000 homes a year that are burned due to candles. And as you mentioned, the wax, the dripping wax that gets stuck in carpets, that goes down onto furniture, and also the soot that can fill on sides of walls, and also it's something that is continually breathed in by animals, pets, and anybody that's around the candles.
One of the challenges I have with candles always, besides the wax, is I'm in a warm climate and I always have fans going. So you have to be careful where the candles are with fans going because the flame gets very activated with the fan nearby. And I have a cat. So he likes to, he's mischievous. He's very mischievous. I know it's the nature of cats, but this one's worse.
Yes.
So he's worse. He's wise guy. So between the two, I find myself that the candles I have, I don't use. So I was very excited when I got your sample and tried it. I had it in my office where there's a ceiling fan, and I kept looking at it like I had a regular at the corner of my eye, thinking, "Oh, I have a candle on. There's a fan." Then I thought, "No, it's battery operated. It's okay." They're so lifelike.
Yes, that is something that we continually hear from our customers, is how lifelike the candle actually is. And one of our primary goals is to make our candle to be as realistic as possible. And most people, when they think flameless candle, they actually think that it's going to be a plastic. But when they come and grab and hold our candle, they realize that, oh, this is real wax that we're holding here. And as you're saying, like the flicker, like it does. Like I have some in my home myself, and seeing the flicker, it does sometimes, it can catch you off guard because we have a patented 3 LED technology that we have inside. So there's a computer chip that's actually running inside that gives it this completely random flicker effect to make it seem like the light is casting and somewhat dancing around the same way that a traditional candle would.
When I went to your site, it looks like a candle, and I've seen one other battery-operated one, and it's not the same. It doesn't look like a candle. It looks, like you said, like a little plastic thing. It's
Right.
way off. Yours is extremely lifelike. I was also really impressed with how vast the line is. You have different sizes, different colors. I mean, can you tell our listeners a little bit about the different sizes, shapes, colors that you have?
Yes, we do. We do try to offer an extremely wide range, as you were just mentioning. We have everything from tea lights to votives, which are about 2 inches by 2 inches. We have a 3 by 4 inch size candle, a 3 by 6, a 3 by 8, as well as a 4 by 8 for larger candle holders as well. And so with this, we have various fragrances, textures, and colors to be able to suit anyone's decorating or home fragrance needs.
Now, how does the fragrance work?
The fragrance, actually, what we do is that we infuse the fragrance into the wax in production. And so it's not going to have the same effect as a traditional candle. It's not operated by being burned, the light being turned on. It's simple air movement is what allows the fragrance to fill a room. So someone walking by, a fan inside of the room, or air conditioning or heat being turned on, it's going to help allow that fragrance to be able to fill a room or fill an area.
Thanks for explaining that. Now, they're battery operated.
Yes. We have, it's traditional, simple AA and AAA batteries, depending on the size and type of candle that you have. So you have 2 to 4 batteries. And the great thing is that our battery life, we found, is superior to other candles that are on the market. And you're going to get anywhere from 300 to 500 hours of battery life, depending on what type of candle you get off of those standard AA or AAA batteries. And when it comes to the LEDs, you're going to have 10,000 hours of continual usage on those. So it's going to be extremely cost effective because you're able to keep the shell of a candle and just replace the batteries as those run out, and you'll be able to hold on to these candles for an extremely long time.
Yeah, very cost effective. Now, do you have other lighting products besides candles?
Actually, flameless candles is our strive through perfection. It's what we continually work on, and we want to be the best flameless candle company on the market right now. And this is currently all that we are working on, is to continue to offer a vast variety of flameless candles.
Okay, and do you have any flameless candles that are for outdoor use?
Outdoor use, they're great as well. We have, just like the way the product goes, I mean, in certain high degree temperatures, they're the same as traditional candles because they are real wax that you can have some melting on there. But you can continue to use those as placeholders and candles as well. And yeah, so they can serve purposes outside. We have people that put them out into torches or into lamps they have outside for romantic dinners. So I feel like you can serve a great purpose outdoors as well.
And where can our listeners get some flameless candles for themselves?
Oh, if they go to our website at www.enjoylighting.com, actually we have a where to buy section which lists all of the different retailers that we have, as well as we have product at Michael's as well, which is extremely prevalent for most people.
What are some of the other features that the flameless candles have besides just going on and going off?
Well, I'm glad you asked. That is the technology component that we enjoy, are continually trying to strive to be at the forefront of the market, offering the widest array of technology features. And what we have now on our products, which is an extremely proliferation, is to have the timer. And the timer feature on our candles, that you have a 4, 6, and 8 hour setting that will turn on and off automatically at a predetermined time. So say you turn it on at 5 o'clock tonight with the 4 hour setting. 4 hours later, 9 o'clock, it automatically turns off. But it's also on a 24-hour clock. So tomorrow at 5, it would turn on again. So you can come home to a well-lit home of candles, and if you happen to go to sleep, you don't have to worry about, oh, I forgot to turn off the candles, because they'll turn off automatically.
Oh, that's a great feature. That's a great feature for decoration, even for security in your home. And I could see it really being beneficial around holiday time, too, when a lot of us are using candles.
Yes, it definitely is. And it's great because one of the challenges that traditional candles face is being able, like, different places where you can put the candles. With the flameless candle, you can put them inside of bookshelves. You can put them on sconces and, like, chandeliers. And with our another technology feature we have is that some of our candles now feature remote activation. And so you can put them as a chandelier, and with one flick of an on switch, you can have all of your candles turn on at once.
Oh, my gosh, that's amazing. And all this information's on your website, right?
This is correct.
Okay, great. Thanks so much for letting us know all about the flameless candles. There are a lot of very cool features with the flameless candles, and I'm sure a lot of our listeners are going to be really excited to learn more and have some of these candles for their home. Listeners, there will also be information on the episode page of this segment and a picture of the candles and a link to the website. Thanks again, Emerson, for coming on my show and letting our listeners know all about the Enjoy Lighting Flameless Candles.
Welcome. Thank you.
And I'd like to thank my producer, Mark Winter, for making me and my guests sound great, and for my furry friends for challenging me to find the best pet products out there on the market. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back, right after these messages. Stay tuned.
Love your pets but wish their medications were a lot less expensive? They are at 1-800-PET-MEDS. You'll not only save on flea and heartworm medications, but on prescriptions for arthritis, incontinence, thyroid, and more. And you get fast service, free shipping, and a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Plus, our licensed pharmacists ensure accuracy, monitor drug interaction, and more. See why over 5 million people have trusted their pet's health to 1-800-PET-MEDS, America's largest pet pharmacy. Call now or order online.
Go to 1-800-PetMeds.com/BEST, BEST, to get 10% off any order and free shipping on orders of $39 or more at PetMeds.com.
There's a movement afoot, ShoeBuy.com. Join the millions of people who shop ShoeBuy.com's over 400 brands and 500,000 products. Order now and get free shipping and free return shipping. ShoeBuy.com, the world's greatest shoe store.
Walk your dog in style and comfort. Enter the code BFP10, BFP, the number 10, at checkout and get a 10% discount plus free shipping at ShoeBuy.com.
How would you like your business to reach out and invite in our audience? We have a brand new trademark concept called InfoSeeds. InfoSeeds are short 20-second seeds of information about your place of business, practice, or service. Is the best, most cost-effective way to invite us in. We only have a limited number of slots left. For more information, visit the website
PetLifeRadio.com.
Click on sponsorship information. There you can listen to a sample of InfoSeed. Remember, only a limited number of opportunities are available.
Thinking about buying a monkey? How about a ferret or a skunk? Then check out the show that will answer the burning questions: where do you get them? What do you feed them? How do you take care of them? And most of all, what were you thinking? With exotic pet expert and author Bob Tart. Every week on demand from PetLifeRadio.com.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. I have a product for you that's amazing. It's very luxurious and it's purposeful as well. Today I have as my guest Michael Leung, and he's from Sleepypod. Welcome, Michael.
Hello, Michelle. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Great. I'm glad to be on your program.
Tell our listeners a little bit about Sleepypod.
Okay, Sleepypod was a product that was developed because one of the owners, Melanie, she had a kitten that she adopted, and she planned to travel to many different places, and she was looking for a product that would allow her to pick up the kitten from the nursery and take the kitten home and also take the kitten onto trips. But at that time, in 2004, she couldn't find anything, so she developed the Sleepypod. It was a product that is a bed every day for everyday use at home, and you can use it as a carrier, and also becomes a car seat. So she wanted the safety. She wanted something that would allow the little kitten to pretty much be really comfortable in the bed no matter where she went. So we initially designed this for the kitten, but then we also found out that little dogs have the same problem. Like sometimes they really want to be in their own bed, even though they're on a trip or when they go to the vet's office. They just want that security. And in the car, since it is a very safe car seat, that's very important to us and to most of our customers, or to all our customers, I should say. When it's in the car, we use the car seatbelt system to wrap around and buckle it into the car seat, and it prevents it from shifting around. And if, in case there's an accident, it will not be ejected from the seat. And we've done collision tests with that as well, just like baby seats. So we had it certified.
It's great that it's multi-purpose. I did try the sample. My dogs are too big, but my cat loved it. And I guess to give our listeners a visual, if they're listening, and not in front of a computer, but listeners, you can go to our episode page and there will be a link and a picture of the product. What would be a good way to describe it as far as give our listeners a visual of it?
Oh, okay. So if you can imagine for a Sleepypod, imagine like a cup that has like a hard shell in the middle, and then on the outside, it's consisted of like a ballistic nylon. If you're familiar with like really high-end luggage, such as like Tumi and the really high-end Samsonites, things like that, you're familiar with that material. It's called ballistic nylon. So that is a very durable material. So when you're using it, when you're going through airports or when you're in the car, it won't get damaged very easily. And the plastic center is to prevent the bed from being crushed in case there is like an accident or things like that. So we made it so it's very rigid. And inside of that, we have a couple of layers. So we have a foam bed that is very soft and cushiony, and we protected the foam bed with a water-resistant liner. And then on top of that, there is a lining we call Ultra Plush. And it's kind of like a mink, like fur material. It's a synthetic material that feels like mink, so it's really luxurious. So in case there's an accident, like if they need to wet the bed, you just unzip that fur liner out, you throw it in the wash, and you just use a damp cloth to wipe the fabric that's covering the foam bed. So it's not a big deal if your dog or cat needs to relieve themselves on a long trip or something. And so it's very well constructed, and that's the base. And imagine a dome top that zips onto that base. So when the dome top is zipped onto the base, it becomes a carrier and a car seat. And we use a very strong mesh on the top. Your pet has a 180-degree view because it's a dome. There's enough room, since it's about 13 inches tall, for him or her to get up and turn around. So it's not a carrier that's so low that he's not able to stand up. So it's high enough for a small pet to stand up. And also you can just imagine that there's a handle on top, and there's an option, and there's a shoulder strap you can buckle in. If you prop open the top, then you can just leave the top on at home, so your pet can just jump in and out. And whenever you want to go out, you just zip them up. Especially like if the cat's already in there sleeping, then it's really easy simply just to zip it up and take your pet with you.
That's much more technical and more detailed and much better how I would describe it. It kind of reminds me of the shape at the bottom is like a hat box with a dome on it. But what amazes, just as a little, but what amazes me is the dome zips completely off. And then you have, the base, which the black mink-like material is so soft. I'd like a blanket of that. I mean, it's just very plush and beautiful. And it makes a great little bed for the animal too. And then what's really unique about the Sleepypod is that, the dome zips on. There's, zippers at the top for the animal's head to pop out if you want. But it also, you can carry it over the shoulder. And I haven't found many animal carriers that do that or that double as a good car seat.
Yes, actually, when we introduced the product in 2006, there was nothing out there on the market like it. And when we first introduced the mobile pet bed, people were wondering, what is that? I mean, we never heard of anything like that. And we believe that we created a whole new category in this segment. And we think it's an important addition to the pet industry because it really provides something that helps both the pet and the owner. It's not something like you just looks pretty on your shoulder as a normal carrier that you see out there. It looks like a purse or something like that. But it's actually a very functional product that helps the pet's psychology. Because imagine like pets that don't like to go to the vet's office. Normally, you would have to take out a carrier from the closet or the garage, and you'd have to shove the pet in there, and the pet's really upset. But for a Sleepypod, since the pet uses it as a bed every day, then going out is not an issue. And we have a lot of veterinarians that tell us, wow, our customers bring in their pets that normally would be really unhappy, but all of a sudden, after using the Sleepypod and coming to the office, they're really pleasantly happy. So I think it makes a huge difference in people's lives.
Yes, and for the transport as well. I had an incident with dogs are tough to transport, but cats are even worse. And I had an issue with transporting a cat and in the carriers before I got the Sleepypod. They don't like being moved around. And let me tell you, it was a smelling mess, which is what happened. To put it nicely, I mean, I was driving with my head out the window. It was just bad. But this is a much better idea. What sizes dogs and cats fit best in the Sleepypod, and what range of sizes do you have?
Well, we have two sizes in the Sleepypod mobile pet bed. We have the standard size, and then we have the mini. So the standard size will fit a dog at around maybe 12 pounds or so, and then a cat around 15 pounds. It's not an absolute because it depends on how tall they are. Like if your dog is really long, then it might not fit as well as a dog or cat with like shorter legs. But cats also tend to curl a lot. So we've had customers that can even fit 17, 18 pound cat in there without a problem. But our recommendation is about 15 pounds. And then for the mini, we recommend probably around a 7-pound cat and probably around a 5-pound dog maximum. So those are two different sizes. Oh, and also for the mini, the other feature is that you can take it onto an airplane because it's in-cabin approved. So if you like to take your pet to fly with you, then the Sleepypod Mini will be able to fit under the seat in front of you. Oh, that's great that the Mini is airline approved. Much helpful to have a good product that's airline approved, especially these days because the airlines are so strict. Yes, definitely. Does Sleepypod have any other products in the line, or are there any other products coming up? Yes, we have another product that is specifically designed for the jet set pets out there because we have seen a lot of products out there, and I don't know if you're familiar with traveling in cabin, like your pet. And one problem we found is that there's so many different airlines, and there's so many different types of aircraft. So every time you fly, it could be a different size requirement. And we know that other carrier manufacturers, they recommend that, okay, you need to buy a carrier or actually find out what aircraft you're going to be on that specific flight, and then you can come back to our website and pick the right size carrier. And we thought that was kind of crazy. So we said, well, you know what? I want to have a carrier that will allow me to bring my pet on any flight and also allow the maximum amount of space possible for the pet to be, in the airplane. So most carriers out there are around 17 or even 16-inch long. Our Sleepypod Air is 23 inches long. So the amazing part of the Sleepypod Air is that the two sides on the end, they fold up to accommodate any size aircraft. So it folds up for takeoff and landing, but when the captain says, okay, you can recline your seat now to the people on board, then you can slide it out and flop the ends down, then your pet will have maximum size of 23 inches long. inside. So your pet won't be cramped for 5 hours while you're in the air. So it's really comfortable. The quality is just like the Sleepypod. We have the same materials, the ballistic nylon, the ultra plush shearling in there. Also the mesh that we use, it's called privacy mesh. It's amazing. It's different than a lot of the other carriers out there. Other carriers, we found when dogs and cats are really upset to be in the carrier, they like to scratch the mesh and they're able to break free. So the mesh that we chose is really durable, and it gives them some privacy. So we call it privacy mesh because when you look through the mesh, you can't really see that well inside. But at the same time, the pet is able to see outside very clearly. So it's really awesome material. But people have traveled with the Sleepypod Bear all over the world, and they're really happy with the product. And also the pets are so happy because they have so much space compared to the other carriers out there.
And it's so unique. I've never heard of a carrier that opens and, folds in to accommodate different airlines. And with these days, so many airlines charge for bringing on luggage, so everybody's using every little bit of a space possible. So something like this is so user-friendly.
Yes, definitely. And it takes the guessing game out of it. Because as a traveler, I travel a lot with my pet, and I don't want to be worried about will this carrier fit on this flight or that other flight? I mean, I just want one carrier that fits everywhere and also allow so much space for the pet. And I just would feel really bad to put my pet in such a small, cramped carrier for long flights. So we really believe that we have solved this dilemma, and product is a real solution to travelers.
Where can our listeners find Sleepypod?
Oh, you can come to our website, sleepypod.com, spelled SLEEPYPOD.com. And you can purchase from us directly on the website. And also we have a where to buy page, and that will show you all the stores near you that would carry our products.
Okay, and I know that our listeners can find more information about Sleepypod, of course, more pictures and more descriptions and information as far as dimensions and that sort of thing on your site as well.
Yes, definitely. And we also have videos on our website, which includes the how to unzip and how to fold things up, take things out for washing and things like that. And in addition, we also have our safety videos, because we've done collision tests with our products, and the company that performed the collision test, they provided videos for us to show the results and how we did. And we're happy to say that our company is the only company that has the safety standard, and other products did not surpass that.
That's really good to know. It is very sturdy. It's the type of product from me using it and seeing it live. And you buy this and you're good for many years. You could travel with it. It's multi-purpose. Use it in the car. It's not going to fall apart. It is quite durable. I was really impressed with it.
Oh, great. Thank you. And you brought up a really good point. We wanted to design something that we would buy ourselves. And our company would consist of 3 designers, like Greg, myself, and Melanie. We're all designers, and we're very particular about the type of products that we buy. So we want to make sure that when we design a product, that it's going to satisfy us, and we're satisfied. We believe that other people will be as well. So we didn't really take any shortcuts or corners. We want to make sure that the product is durable and is the best that we can offer.
It is. It's really nice. Thank you so much, Michael, for coming on Best Bets for Pets and telling our listeners about Sleepypod products.
Thank you for your time. Anytime you want me to come back, then I would love to.
Okay, thanks so much. Thanks, Michael, for coming on my show and telling everybody about Sleepypod. Listeners, we have a great offer from Sleepypod. To find out what it is, please go to the episode page for this show. And you can find that on PetLifeRadio.com. Look for the Best Bets for Pets icon or link. The links are on the right-hand side of the page. And then go to the episode for Sleepypod, and there's the offer. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks to my producer, Mark Winter, for doing a great job and making me sound good, which isn't always easy. And thanks again for listening.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.